And stay tuned for the great news from the great people of the show. God bless you and God bless America. People love it when you say that. And stay classy, San Diego. That's from Reggie Bush.
That was good.
That was really good.
That was really good.
Points to originality.
Good morning, footballs out of outer space. Is that what he said?
Hello, Jupiter.
Hello, Jupiter.
Right.
Unbelievable. Great stuff from him. Let's bring in Will Selva now out in the NFL newsroom in L.A. That's a little bit tense here at the breakfast table. As you know, making the case always gets these boys a little, on edge.
Yeah, no, I could tell. I mean, I could see the focus in their eyes. This is a big deal. This is like turnover-like intensity right now. That's about to happen. So it's about to get turned, is what I'm saying right now.
Okay, well, what's in the news?
I couldn't resist. All right, well, last week there was a report the Browns were taking Josh Allen at #1. This week, who knows? Your guess may be as good as ours. With the draft mere days away, there's great intrigue at what exactly they will do with that pick. And Browns head coach Hugh Jackson claims they haven't settled on who will be the top pick. Whoever they select, Jackson says he'll have more input on it thanks to GM John Dorsey. Jackson went on to say Dorsey has not made up his mind and is still doing his due diligence.
We have not settled on that yet. I mean, again, when I say this, I mean it. John Dorsey and his group, they don't come up for air. When I say John Dorsey goes dark, he goes dark. I mean, whoever think they're finding John Dorsey, trust me, you're not finding him. So I think there's a lot of things that get said that I know that's not true. And if there was a consensus that John had have come to at this point, he would have told me. So I know that's not the case.
Cowboys side end Jason Witten refuting reports he is interested in a TV job as a commentator on Thursday Night Football. Witten saying he hopes to play until he's 40, but it just is taking 1 year at a time. Witten, who turns 36 next month, restructured his contract this offseason. Case Keenum is the new starting quarterback in Denver. He's already got the seal of approval from linebacker Von Miller, who sees a beautiful friendship forming between the two in Denver.
Yeah, he's Khalil Mack and Von Miller put together.
That's a pretty good player.
Yeah, he is a great player, and I would love to have him. You know, I love to have him on my team. You know, you don't come across guys like that often, and having a number 5, pick in the draft. I hope we don't have a high pick like that for a while. So, if we could steal a player like that, I'm all for it.
And Von Miller all for having Case Keenum there, even saying that he would love to have him around and hold hands and run around the locker room. It's almost like a scene from the Dirty Dancing commercial between Odell and Eli.
Maybe
That's
they
the
should
kind
do
of
that together,
vibe.
build some chemistry, camaraderie.
Yes, absolutely. Let's
See where
let
your head's at, Will Selva.
let it be.
We'll talk to you
absolutely.
in a little bit. Don't say turned ever again. Back here in studio, we're talking Aaron Rodgers. Is he upset, disappointed? Does he have a reason to be disappointed with his team and their moves?
Yeah, I'm in my feelings a little about this. Aaron Rodgers with his own front office, and certainly we see Case Keenum in Denver. It's a matter of trust. Case Keenum, can he trust Denver, be a long-term guy? And if you guys don't mind, if I could have a minute here, can Chloe ever trust Tristan Thompson?
Okay,
I mean, that's really
all right.
What do you mean? You gotta earn trust.
I love Baby True, and I love the Kardashians, but this button right here, I got it right? True? This is the button here. This is the on the clock button, and it's a segment we call Bro, You're on the Clock. At any point in the show, I can press this button, interrupt an inane conversation about Tristan and Chloe, and we can actually talk about the NFL draft, which is now just 8 days away. What we're going to do is we're going to present a scenario to you guys, the three of you.
What's
the team
the
today.
scenario?
Well, exactly.
I like it, Nate.
Hello.
Hello.
Tribe
know that
called-
rap reference.
Tribe Called Quest.
Hey,
Well,
what?
The Denver Broncos are the team today, guys, and it's the 5th overall pick. And Nate, you are now president of football operations. Your dream, you are John Elway.
Oh,
Kyle,
right.
you are the
Let me
team.
unbutton one of these. You might want to do 2. Hey,
Kyle.
what's up?
Nathaniel, Eugene.
Who am I? I don't
get
mean to be that cool.
You're president and CEO, Joe Ellis. He wears all his buttons.
yes,
And
Commander-in-Chief.
Kay, you are head coach, second-year head coach, Vance Joseph. Let's see who's already been taken on the board in this hypothetical. The Browns went 1 with Sam Darnold. The Giants shocked everyone and took a defensive player. They went with Bradley Chubb. And then the Jets took Baker Mayfield over Josh Allen and Josh Rosen. And then number 4, the Browns also got Saquon. So Sam Darnold and Saquon, that puts a lot of top players on the board and still available. Among them, Quentin Nelson,
Dun, dun, dun.
discussed as a Hall of Fame offensive guard prospect. Minka Fitzpatrick, great defensive back. And then you have 2 amazing quarterbacks in Baker Mayfield and Josh Rosen. The Broncos could be in the hunt for a quarterback. We're not sure. We just saw Keenum. Well, you guys can discuss. You got 3 minutes. Broncos, with that scenario, you're on the clock.
Coach?
Quentin Nelson. I want Quentin Nelson. You got Case. Case didn't get sacked a lot when he was the Vikings quarterback. He was really successful there. I want a guy who is a sure thing at that spot. If that phone rings, do not answer that phone.
I
It's
hear
Quentin
you,
Nelson.
but, you know, Case could be a high-price rental, which means we can get a quarterback that can set us up for the future. All right, what do we got?
All right, listen, we got a good pick. People are going to come calling. Let's see what they got to say. Here we go. Here we go, yo. Broncos.
Denver, it's Bills GM Brandon Beane. I got a trade offer for you. I want to give you the 12th overall pick, the 22nd overall pick, and the 56th overall pick for that 5th overall pick. I didn't expect Josh Allen to be sitting there. I need the big boy. 12th, 22nd, and 56th for the 5th. Let me know.
Thank you, Beaner. This is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
This is the call we've been waiting for. I love Chubb. I love Quentin Nelson. But, guys, if we want to trade down, Coach, we know that the Bills are the thirstiest team on the block. They just called. We got 2 first now, and the 56 is quality.
Yeah.
I like the move here. I like it a lot.
It seems like we lost so much over the last couple of years, and with the 12, the 22, and the 56, we could start to build this team once again and get back to where we were defensively and offensively.
Maybe you and I have different philosophies here. I want to win right now. I don't know why you're rebuilding. Did you not just pay Case Keenum in free agency?
I said nothing about rebuilding. I just
yes,
said
you actually said the word rebuilding. We can start to rebuild.
We're going to build back this team to what we're doing.
I want to win right now. That is not enough of a haul. I would love Quentin Nelson.
If we make the trade and we get the 12, 12's quality.
Yeah.
We can get somebody like Roquan there. We can get Vita Vea there.
Right.
We got a great player there.
And at 22, we still get a quality running back.
Gangster
CJ Anderson's not with us
John.
anymore.
56 is no joke. Now, Gangster John, let me ask you a question. Excuse me, John. You're the ultimate, the picture of the strong-armed quarterback.
Right.
Josh Allen is sitting there. Yeah. Unbelievable talent.
Yeah.
Love Case Keenum. Had a future with Case Keenum, sure. We didn't expect him to be there.
Yeah.
As a quarterback, what do you think?
But I'm tired of people assuming that I can fix a young quarterback. We've tried that already. We have our guy.
Josh Allen is sitting there. Is he not made for the Denver Mile High situation, cold weather? You didn't expect Josh Allen to be sitting there.
He might be made for that, but
Case
the
for 2 years
selection of who our quarterback is was already made by giving Case a big case of money. So I'm going to say we can either take these picks and build around Case Keenum, or we go with Q.
Yeah.
The sure thing. Go with the sure thing.
It is a sure thing. I can't lie. We have a little bit of scar tissue from Paxton Lynch. We drafted the big, strong-arm quarterback who maybe did not see the highest-end competition in college.
And there's only so much I can do, guys. I mean, you know, I golf most of the time. I mean, I'm just saying.
It's a really compelling point. All right, so offensive guard, I still say take the trade. I love Quentin Nelson. Of course, we have great guards in our
What about
history.
defensive backs? You just lost Aqib Talib. You got Denzel Ward, Minka Fitzpatrick, Derwin James. The top defensive backs are all on the table.
I think I've got these guys ready to win right now. We've got veterans on our team. Yeah, we lost a couple of Aqib Talib, but our window is right now.
Those guys you mentioned, we could take a 12.
And we still could win right now with all these picks. And with that said, that call was so enticing, but I want to go with Quentin Nelson. Listen, we got to build around our quarterback and in front of our quarterback. And from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing in this young man, he could be the future at the offensive line for us.
You got the guard. Listen, I always love Quentin Nelson picks.
Yeah.
Great legacy of guards there. Josh Allen falls. They're falling and falling. We saw the picture, right, of John Elway holding up the jersey with Case Keenum in a press conference in which he said, we got our guy. If he were to have that moment, our guy, and then draft the guy, that would be a major shot.
Jumped out of the gates, first signing in free agency, before Kirk Cousins even took a visit.
Preemptive.
And listen,
they went and got Case Keenum.
As John Elway, I'll say this. We're talking about Josh Allen, and what we saw in college was not what we wanted, even on a small school level. Seems like we're being completely dismissive to what Case Keenum did last year. And once again, what are we doing? Looking over Case Keenum. And he had the season that every quarterback would love to have going into free agency. We took advantage of the hottest quarterback on the market. And yes, I said hottest quarterback on the market, and that's including Kirk Cousins.
The 12, the 22nd, and the 56 wouldn't be enough just based on what the Jets and the Colts did, right?
Fair.
Like the way that I'm looking at it, like if I'm sitting actually
2
with the
first-round
Broncos.
picks, though, is a lot.
Yeah. I still want something next year. Give me something next year.
Something next year.
Yeah.
Next year.
I would also say with the...
Or give me Shady, who's tweeting wow in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah, in fact, just that was the whole
Throwing
tweet. Shady, explain.
The interesting thing with the Broncos is Keenum's contract is front-loaded. So the first year, he's going to get all that $20 million. Second year, he's going to get... They can get out of that after 2 years.
Yeah.
So if that's the case and you want to develop a young guy who maybe needs some time, it does make sense.
Pay him young, right?
Pay him young. But that said, Kyle's right. Paxton Lynch,
He's
they
still
traded
there.
up to get him. He's still there. He's now entering his third year. And while Dak and Goff and all these guys are having great careers, we're still waiting on Paxton Lynch.
They already drafted Josh Allen. They did a couple of years ago. His name's Paxton Lynch. You know what I mean? And he has a tutor now.
Do you know how we're going to find out if we did a good job just now?
No.
Broncos Twitter is always
Is it?
Are they?
crazy. Broncos Twitter?
I always think NFC South. Broncos are good too.
They'll let us
Good job,
know.
Denver.
They'll
I
let
like
us know
it.
what they think about that number 5 overall pick. That's Bro, you're on the clock. Coming up, we'll find the perfect fit for Baker Mayfield when Good Morning Football continues.